So I think most of us can agree that the world has gotten a lot worse in the last 5 years. Ever since the scamdemic, it just seems like everything gets worse, everything costs more, you're not making any more money, we're just in a shithole. So, what got us to this point is the question that I'm going to tackle today. The answer may shock you. I'll give you a hint. That's right, it's boomers. It's always been boomers, and it's always going to be the boomers. So I want to add a brief disclaimer here for the more literal-minded, maybe just not all the way up there type of people who think that I'm just talking about old people. Now, the boomer mindset is more dangerous than any generation of people, and that's spread down to people my age even. If you blame societal failings on personal problems, then you might be boomer-brained. If you look at the overall economic crisis that we're facing right now as a country, and your answer to that is, well, maybe you shouldn't be buying coffee, or Netflix, or avocado toast. You're fucking boomer-brained. You sound like fucking Bill Maher right now. No one wants to sound like Bill. Not even Bill Maher wants to sound like Bill Maher. Bill Maher hates what he's become, and you should hate who you are too. So the boomer brain phenomenon is a very dangerous one in my opinion, because it teaches you to not question the status quo. It teaches you to accept that's just how it is as an answer to things. Not that things can ever get better, but you just have to deal with how things are. It's like when you're a kid and your mom says, because I said so, as an answer. Except this time it's not an answer to, can I eat candy for dinner? It's, hey, how come I'm struggling to pay my bills every month and maybe set some cash aside to save, while you have the people who benefit off of my labor making millions and millions and millions every year? Why aren't they struggling too? How come the price of everything keeps going up and my paycheck stays the same? How come my company's stock price keeps going down, but the CEO's bonus keeps going up? What did Luigi do wrong? These are all the questions that we're not supposed to be asking. Just stick with it. Follow the American dream. The American dream is another funny one too, because at this point, if you have to accept that other generations had it better and you just have to struggle, you know, you can't afford a house, you gotta go buy one out in the fucking sticks where there's no fucking civilization around. Hey, you're spending too much money on food? Better have beans and rice for dinner every night, motherfucker. If you have to accept a lower quality of life than your grandparents had compared to the time they were in, the state of the economy, the state of technology, then at that point, you're just acknowledging that the American dream was a failure. It was a failure, and it was great for one generation, but that generation closed the fucking door behind them after they climbed up the ladder and flipped you off and left you to fucking drown. And that's the problem with the boomer mindset, really, is it all relies on selfishness. Selfishness and a lack of empathy. Like all that shit I was saying a minute ago about fucking struggling to pay your bills, I'm not struggling. I'm not rich by any means, but I'm not struggling. I'm not broke. I'm not one missed paycheck away from being in the fucking poorhouse. I'm good. But I see other people going through the same shit, and I feel bad for them. Even though it doesn't affect me, I feel bad for them. And that's something the boomer generation doesn't get. Next time you get a pay stub, take a look at the Social Security. See how much of your money is coming out to go into a Social Security system that's not going to be around when you turn the age of retirement. It's just not. All that money's going to be dried up and used up by the boomers. You're paying for fucking Ethel's vacations right now. You're paying for an RV. You're paying for a bunch of fucking Carnival cruise tickets. That's what your money's going towards. Sustaining the fucking boomer generation. So the bad part is this is usually where I'd try and pitch some kind of solution to the problem. But I just can't think of one. There's not. The boomers, they're kind of in control. The boomers run the government, government agencies. Any, most major businesses are run by boomers or boomer-minded people. I mean, there's just real no way to fix that until they die off, which is very soon. So my best advice would be to stay the course. Just keep hoping and coping and wait for all these old fucks to die off. And hopefully they take their mindset with them. As for the inflation bit, I don't know what to tell you there. The prices just keep going up. And they're going to keep going up, and they're never going to go down, because you're never going to convince these large corporations to take less money for something. If they got idiots paying $5 for a loaf of bread, they're going to keep selling that loaf of bread for $5. Nothing's going to convince them. I mean, maybe I'm... Fuck, I shouldn't have said that. That was a parody. That was a parody. I need to bleep that. But, no, really, all at the end of the day, it's just good old American greed. And there's just no fixing that. So let's end it on a happy note here. We're fucked, and we're not getting unfucked soon. Bye!